Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's the Entrepreneurs here. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing the Investing with Max series. So, what we talked about last week, or not last week, I guess what you could say, the last video is that we did a recap on Investing with Mac. And hopefully, you guys learned something new. And if you guys have, please go ahead and definitely share with your friends and family. And if you have any questions, definitely comment down below. But what I'll be doing today is I'll be sharing you my screen so that you guys get a visualization of what it actually looks like when working with the tools that I've talked about with, CEO.ca, Stockhouse.com, and also TradingView. So let me go share my screen with you now. And what's going to happen is I'm going to go back and forth here because my screen is over here and I'm looking at you over here. So that's where my camera is. All right. So let me do that now. So I'll share my screen. Share that. Perfect. Hopefully you guys can see this. So this is what TradingView looks like. And maybe I'll just do a quick overview of what it is. So maybe I'll just bring this down a little bit here. So you can see here, tradingview.com. All you need to do is type that in. And if you have not registered, definitely, sign up for it because it's basically free and they have a lot of features, right? So you can see here the ideas, the markets, the scripts, the screeners, the streams, broker, and chart. And you can see here that I created my own investing with Mac already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. And from there, you'll see what I'm charting right now. And you can see it's kind of reversed because that's what we talked about in the past. And I really like this company because it's so volatile and you could actually know where the support and resistance is. And if you can get into the resistance or the support, then within that range, you can make money, right? So, okay, let's go down here and let me just scale out. So you could see here that Canopy Rivers before was at its all-time high at like $11.50. And I believe this was in 2018. Yeah, you can see at the bottom there, around 2018 September, where like it spiked, right? So having this data from the past is so important to chart because now you can tell, what's the all-time high, what's the support, what's the resistance, and et cetera, et cetera. So we talked about that. And if you guys don't know what that is, definitely check out our previous video because I talk about all that stuff. So going to the right here, and you can see here that Canopy Rivers definitely hit $2. So basically, it was hovering in May around, you could see here. And so it's at the very top there, like 59 cents. The lowest highest was 76 cents, right? So you can see that there. And you scroll up, so you can see that this is probably at the time would be the support. Then the resistance would probably, you know, would be at $2 because it hit that here. So it's very important to know the support and resistance and also the bullish candlestick that I was talking about in the past so that you can chart better. And if you know also the bearish, you can be like, oh, it's time for me to get out because I see a bearish candlestick pattern that will go on for days and you want to realize or cash out, right? So that's definitely trading view and you can see all the volumes here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to be focusing on this very often when we do future videos. So we can, look at Canopy Rivers, we can look at maybe even, you know, um, ACB, Aria, PLDV, FAR, Namaste. This is the one that I was telling you where I made most of my money. And I can even show you here in 2018, right? So I was charting this from before. So 2018, you can see here it did a spike at $4.40. And even before that, I was trading here in 2017 at like 20 cents, 30 cents. And I just rode this wave and it's just like what a significant, supernova. And luckily I got into this. And from there I saw the result and it cashed out like around this range here, the $2 to $3 range. And from there, let it hover, then play it again just to see how it works because you go here and it does the same thing. I guess not the same thing, it's similar. result here, and you can see that the support resistance, the resistance is definitely around the $4 range because we were over here. And ever since then, when it became legalized, the marijuana industry in Canada, that's when we started like tanking, and it just kept on going and going. So yeah, definitely we'll talk about all this stuff in the future videos. I want to get to the other two tools that I wanted to share with you guys because this is so important. Right? So if you go to stockhouse.com, you could see, let's say I already type in Canopy Rivers, but if I go to, I don't know, Namaste, right? Then you could click on Namaste and you'll have the quote, the billboard, news, opinion, profile, peers, and all this stuff here. What I usually like with stockhouse.com is I go to the billboard. I was telling you in the previous videos is that you can see who the bashers are. You can see who people that are legitimate and adding value. And you can just see all this here, right? Like it's a lot of saying, come out to play fatty. Like, people are just like very negative and stuff like that, but you just gotta remember to kind of like wash that out and take it in a grain of salt. And you can see here is it a pump and dump, right? But like there's people here that adds value, and you just gotta look for those people, right? So that would be stockhouse.com. So that's why I like looking at this. And you can also see the financials, the filing. Like you can see all this if you want to look at the fundamental analysis. Uh, Most of the time, if you're a day trader, you look at patterns and you don't look at the fundamental analysis because that's for more of like a long-term trading. But it's good to know all this stuff. Right? So yeah, all that great stuff here. You can look at filings, right? All that stuff there. Uh, yeah, you just put in the document type, industry, group, and et cetera, et cetera. You can do all that here. Um, Also, what I wanted to show you guys is I want to show you guys CEO.ca. So stockhouse.com is kind of like similar to CEO.ca, but it's more of like, it reminds me of old school kind of like channels that you create. And also definitely highly recommend to sign up. I already signed up here, so which is really cool. A lot of all my users it's called like make bottom up. And I think I have the same one here too, make bottom up. So what that is like, it's make answers, right? That bottom came from the bottom, then I'm going up because most of the time I'm bullish and going from there. So let's just check. I don't know. What do you guys want to check? Do I check BLGV, RIB? Okay, maybe BLGV. So right now BLGV is faulted. But what I like about this is basically it's the same thing. It tells you the asking bids, the one that I was talking about, the level two. So you can see here that $87,000 or 9 houses, which is could be TD or TD, I guess another TD. This is all TD that wants to buy the stock at 0.005. So basically 5 cents or less than 5 cents, half a cent. And basically you can see here. So this green is means that people are wanting to buy, and red means that people are wanting to sell, right? And you can see here that at 3 cents, there's 19 houses and also 1.3 million shares, and its value of 40,000, right? So you can see TD, Scotiabank, more TD, CIBC, all that stuff. So those are the houses. And what's cool about that is in the middle here, you can see what people are saying, right? But I mean, this is a security regulation policy. So this is a great way to get kind of like caught up on what's going on, if why the stock was halted. So people talk about this stock. So that's what's really cool about it is that if you go here, um, this channel will tell you why it was halted. So it says here, IROC trading halt. So this is very important because you can just click on this and it just tells you basically, you know, why it was halted was because of company requests. The request of company coming in. So there's news coming, and most of the time, it could be good, it could be bad. But if it's a company that is pending news, it could be a bullish sign. And why this stock went up on Friday by 20% was because of the halt, right? So this is so important when you're trading because when you're trading and also when you're, I guess, investing, you have to be aware of what's going on in the market because if you're not, then you're gonna get left behind, or even if you're in trade, you might get stuck, right? So it's so important to just realize that when you invest or even trade, it's looking at current events and scenario and how it can affect stock because like what I said, people what drives stocks, right? What drives stocks to go up and down is because of people's emotion. So you could see here that uh BLTV, I think it was the all-time high was 20 something cents, but it doesn't show here. I wish it did because it was so long ago, right? So anyway, what I'm gonna be doing is definitely I'll be using TradingView. I'll be using, Stockhouse and CEO.ca for our discussion in the future so that when we look at, the cannabis industry, or if you guys want me to look at different industry, we could do that. But I highly recommend the cannabis industry because it's booming right now, especially the states where, Joe Biden, they said that they were gonna legalize marijuana federally. So that's a very important sign, right? That's why we see, the stocks for the cannabis here, most of them were up like significantly from the past few days because of that. Like you could see Africa, it was up pretty high. Like you could see here, right? It was at, trading at $8.53 on December 29th. So last year, the end of the year, then it basically doubled, right? It's at $16 right now. So looking at those opportunities is very important for trading. So yeah, hopefully you guys check this out, TradingView. Check out stockhouse.com. Check out CEO.ca. I talked about this in the previous videos, but I know for me, the way I learn is actually somebody showing me how to do it, and from there implementing. Because it's so important to take action. And if you want to be successful in trading or in your trading career, definitely you have to start now because time is on your side when you start earlier. So if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. And we'll see you in the next video, right? Take care.